Yo, it's the shakedown. Break it, take it, make it loud. Gritty like the city where the Giants draw the crowd. Chopped up vocals, beats that pound. Yo, it's the shakedown. Hardest show around. Hardest show around. Black and red and brown. Yo, it's the shakedown. Hardest show around.
Yeah. Welcome all sports fans, listeners, all social media platforms all around the world. You are now tuned in to the most dangerous show on these YouTube airwaves, The Shakedown 2.0. And I am your humble host, the chosen one from the Bronx. And I got my brothers with me as always. We got same difference in the building. I got Ghost Dog in the building. And we are here to bring a masterful show to the masses tonight. We call it Preaching on a Sunday. And we definitely gonna try to feed the flock with this New York Football Giants content. So like I always say around this time, got to go through the room, see how my brothers is feeling. Start with my brother, same difference. How are you, bro?
Yeah, man, everything good, man. We had a good showing out there yesterday afternoon. It was a good thing to see, man, and that's what I was expecting to see, knowing that throughout the week we was pretty much dominating these guys in joint practices. So that's always good, man. It's always good to come off a W, even in the preseason. Let's talk about it.
Absolutely. And I think that yesterday was a statement. I loved every minute of it, and we definitely will get into it. First, we got to check on our other brother from another mother of a different color. Ghost, what's up, bro? How you feeling today?
Feeling great, man. Feeling absolutely fantastic, man. Coming off that preseason win, I get it. It is preseason. But a win's a win in my book, and it always feels good to win. Let's get that out the way. And as far as how I'm doing in life, couldn't be better, fam. I'm here with my brothers talking some New York Football Giants. I'm loved, and I'm laughing every minute and enjoying every minute of it. You know what I'm saying? So, got a lot to discuss, though, man. Yesterday was very eventful when it came to the game. You know what I'm saying? So, we're going to get into it, though.
No doubt. So, let's get right to it. You know what we do when we outside?
We slide.
We slide.
Complete
Come on now.
domination. 26-3. Defense dominates. The secondary shines. But before we even talk about the defense or the secondary, famous Jameis was out there. He was making plays. You know what I mean? Composed opening drive, rushing touchdown. Only blemish was the delay of game in the first half, proving why quarterback depth matters. Talk to me, Sam. How you feel about Jameis Winston out there getting busy, and are you feeling secure that if, knock on wood, if Jackson Dart, for one reason or the next, is unavailable, we're going to be in good hands?
Listen, man, we know with the veteran leadership of somebody of a Jameis Winston's caliber, he's going to give you a fighting chance. And sometimes that's all you ask for, man. You want somebody that knows what they're doing, who has command of the huddle when they're in there, and they take advantage of opportune times. And that's something that he did during his showing in this last preseason game, man. And I'm feeling secure in our backup role with somebody like a Jameis Winston, man. He still has a strong arm, and if you sleep on his ability to escape the pocket, you'll pay for it. Just like we seen yesterday, man. He has a sneaky amount of speed, but he's a big boy at that. You know what I mean? So I'm glad to have somebody like that backing up our young Jackson Dart, man.
That's a fact, man. 11 of 18, 61% completion rating. Third down conversion, rather. Sustaining drives, total control of the football game, man. I can't agree more, man. We're saying absolutely, brother. Real quick, man. Got some activity in the chat. Bendition, you know what it is. And also, shout out to Miss H. First comment and first fan in to support. Shout out to you, Miss H.
Miss
Always love and appreciation for you. But E, talk to me, man. Let's talk about. We ain't even gonna give him the moniker because look, man. As far as I'm concerned, we laugh and we kiki and whatnot about the crab legs, but we gonna give him nothing but respect. So we ain't even gonna use that term. How you feel about famous Jameis Winston, out there competing, showing that he still got a little something there, man. You know what I mean?
Got a little more than a little something. Pause. I'm gonna go on record and say this. He's possibly the best backup quarterback in the league. Also, if we start talking about backup quarterbacks, he's possibly the best backup quarterback in the league.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, right? That you're literally confident in. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you, and I'm praying to the Lord that this, of course, does not happen. But if Jackson Dart got hurt, I'm only talking because it allows us to talk about Jameis. I don't think Giants fans will be as angry or hurt as to say even a Tyrod Taylor. So let's talk about it. I think he's the best backup the Giants had. Backup quarterback since Jeff Hostetler.
Okay.
I'm going there with it. I can't think of a better backup quarterback that we've ever had that I was supremely confident in. I know one thing is for certain and two things is for sure. That ball will go downfield. We won't have to worry about him throwing the ball at all.
Not even a little bit.
And scoring, he's never had a problem scoring points in his career at the quarterback standpoint. Be 21 a game at least, minimum. So, best backup
minimum
goes to famous Jameis.
Shout out to famous Jameis, man. Definitely got to give him a quick round of applause. Because look, we appreciate you. If you're watching out there, we appreciate you. So yeah, man. You know what we do when we outside? We slide. Yeah, man, the backfield brawl. Devin Singletary, man. Back-to-back strong performances. Carrying the rock pretty well. Impressive cutback touchdown across the field. On the flip side, man, my son, Tyrone Tracy Jr., preseason issues, pass protection, as well as ball security. I don't know what's going on with this young man, man. You know what I mean? What's the situation here? Fumbled on a touch following a 20-yard explosive run. Is it the jitters? Is it the field? Is it the scheming? Is it all in his head? Pause. What y'all brothers think is the issue right here with my child, man? Because I'm starting to scratch my head. Like, what's going on with you, young man? You can't protect the quarterback on that one play. You messed that up. I let that slide. But now you over here just non-contact fumbling. Where they do that at? I thought we got that out the window back in your rookie season. So talk to me, E. What do you think is the issue?
When I looked at the play several times,
anything to worry about?
No, it's not a worry. When I looked at the play several times, they also had a flash flood, little small flash flood
storm, right?
While the game was going on. So it was slippery balls, slick out on the field for a little while, and those are the things that happen. I mean, even the throws were a little bit high or a little bit off target after that happened. So yeah, I don't think it was a thing. You know what I'm saying? It was just they were playing in one element, and then a quick flash flood hit. Now everything is a little, wet, moist, slippery, pause. That's how it is, man. I don't think it's a worry factor. And I guess that's the reason why it wasn't a thing where you saw Harbaugh talking to him or trying to coach him up. It was one of them elemental things, man. And I don't think it even plays any role because it wasn't something that even had to be answered. You know what I'm saying? Because he's a short-handed kid, The kid hasn't fumbled in years almost. You know what I'm saying? So it's not
right.
We're not going to make too much of it. It's only for the people who want to start a controversy that will talk about something like that. He had no problems with carries after that. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I just feel like they just trying to spin like a storyline of whiffs of yarn. You know what I'm saying? And like you said, man, he only fumbled one time in his rookie season. Like we haven't seen this, like you said, in years. But go ahead.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, first of all, shout out to both of the running backs yesterday. And Eric Gray, too. I'm not going to just take anything from him. The running game was serious. Shout out to the blocking, right? Because that means the offensive line is doing what they got to do, second and third team string as well. They were doing their thing. It was just a dominant performance on the ground to the point where even Jameis Winston was able to get out of the pocket and get the crab legs over the goal line. You know what I'm saying? So I'm good. I've seen what I needed to see. This is not even controversial. We're in good hands.
Right. And you know what? They also asked Coach Harbaugh at a presser, I believe it was today, or an interview, what have you. And they asked him about it, and he said it, man. Like he messed up the first one. He messed up this situation. Obviously, as a running back, you don't want that to be in those situations, but that doesn't take away from the caliber of player or what he has done here so far. So, yeah, no, it's just something to work on, and we're going to continue to work at it, and that's it. That's basically what he said. But same, man, how you feel about that situation? Same, you there?
I was just getting his audio right.
Right. Well,
my bad.
There he is.
Are you good?
Yeah, they try to take me away, but yeah, man, yeah, because Tracy went from a 1A to a 1B. Then next season, the off season, he's fighting for actual roster spot on this team. Because then when they brought in Najee Harris, that's going to light another fire up under you as well. You know what I'm saying? But you got to give some of it up to the elements. But nobody want to hear none of that kind of shit, man. When, like, say we down and that's the drive we need to win the damn game, and he fumbled the ball. He got to get out of his own head. You know what I'm saying? Last week was last week. That fumble was that last play. I'm glad that they threw him right back in there the next series. Like, that's happened. Get over that type of shit. And as far as Devin Singletary, man, he's looking like the veteran he's always been, man. And he's productive at doing it. And shout out to Gray, man. Gray was running hard. He was physical in between the tackles, behind the guards, things like that. You know what I mean? So he put in something good on tape for the next team as far as Eric Gray. Tracy, right now, I think he make sure he just stay out of his head. Don't allow him to get down on himself, because he's very talented, and we're going to need him to produce on a positive level for this team. You know what I mean?
Facts, man. Again, man, I'm not worried about my son. It's frustrating because I know his playability, but it's just one of those things where it's like, and shout out to Devin Singletary too, man. Blown motor. I got to stop calling him that, man. It's motor at this point, because he must have had a tune-up or something, because he out there getting busy, man. So shout out to him. But with the Tyron Tracy situation, as you alluded to, Sam, I appreciate the fact that they brought the competition with the Najee Harris. At the flip side, it's just one of those things where it's like, new regime, new coach. He doesn't really have any ties with you, young man. So, you really got to, lock in here. It's okay for you to be messing up in the preseason, but come week 1 against them Cowboys, we'll have none of this here. You know what I'm saying? Because then that's when it's going to get real serious. Mm-hmm. But any closing statements on this as far as the run game is concerned and with these two players here, man?
Nah, man. Shout out to the old line, man.
Oh, word.
Fact.
And word. Get to that. You saw what they were doing yesterday? No problems over here, man.
Shout out to the vision I seen out of a few of these running backs. When there were no holes, they had the ability to break it outside. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to the vision of these running backs, man. And I'm looking forward to see how many we're going to keep and what we're going to do going forward. You know what I mean?
I think it'll be 4. I'm confident in saying that it's going to be 4 running backs.
Cardiac or ribs?
Yes, sir. But talking about the offensive line, because you know what we do when we outside?
Slide.
Man, look, one name particularly stuck out to me, Pauls, yesterday. Shout out to the rookie. Played the left tackle spot for the majority of the game. 6th round pick out there getting busy.
Mm-hmm.
0 obvious negative plays. Massive step forward in the offensive line competition. Fam, some of these pundits out there were saying that this dude was a steal in the 6th round.
Yeah.
I kind of saw some of it out there yesterday. I saw it live and direct. So, same. Talk to me, fam. How you feeling about the young rookie, J.C. Davis, man? How you feel about him right now, what he's been accomplishing so far?
He knows the role, man. And he has the know-how, the physical ability to withstand the length of a physical game. You know what I'm saying? Like, to be in there the entirety of the game with these guys barely be in there for a quarter or a series as starters, and you over there fighting for position, and to go out there and perform the way he did, somebody definitely just lost their job. I don't know who else he was competing with, but besides, because I think Bo he swing. I think Bo go right or left tackle. So in regards to that tackle position, man, I'll do like the Bo, the Illuminor, JC Davis. I thought JC Davis was going to be in a position where we was going to be able to probably sneak him onto the practice squad or something like that, simply because he was a draft pick. But now it's looking like, wait a minute, you might have to actually put this guy on your 53 to be able to keep him. He won't make it through waivers or something like that. You know what I'm saying? I was impressed
Somebody
by
will
his
stack
play.
him.
And he was able to hold up throughout the whole game. Pancakes, all type of foolishness going on out there, man. It was unexpected. I didn't know that he was able to go out there and hold up like he did. But then again, Miami is a bad team, man. So I'm always going to have that in the back of that. Miami's a bad team. So I'll be looking forward to him putting up something good on tape next week against we playing the Jets. We got the Snoopy Bowl next week.
Yep, Snoopy Bowl.
Yeah.
Snoopy Bowl.
I'll be looking forward to seeing that. Oh, Freezy done snuck in the building.
Freeze and LRP, man. They came in the back door with the phone. You know what I mean?
Peace,
One time.
You. Peace of the family. What's going on?
Yeah, man. We finally assembled.
Don't play with them.
5 pieces.
Yes, indeed. Good to see my brothers, man.
Peace, family. Love you, brother. JC Davis, man. Mr. We're going to play him at guard. He went out there, showed them people he could play left tackle. I remember Edie Chosen once said on the first preseason game, he died a couple times out there, but he had some good reps out there too. On the first preseason game. This game here, bro, I was like, damn, I didn't realize this kid could dance like this. His feet work is just immaculate, bro. I can't not even gonna lie. I'm like, yo, how is he getting out of the breaks like this? So, I thought maybe that was the thing he lacked, but somebody must have told him something, man. Told him a new trick, because the boy played the whole game. This, regardless of preseason, this is an NFL game, guys. Mm-hmm. This is an NFL game.
Right.
And rep with some of their starters, they didn't play all the ones they paid for real, but they played the young ones.
Mm-hmm.
And he held his own, bro. Him and Bo, man, that's our future. The children of the future right here is him and Bo. So I love it, man. And offensive lineman in the 6th round, you hit on him? You talking about we can't get him on the practice squad?
Major key.
Like, yo, listen.
Major key.
Listen, we building this thing the right way, man. We're just doing it the right way. So I love it, man. From the trenches to 7. I need 6. Give me 6 album.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. LRP, man, talk to us, fam. You just ran into the back door with the 4-4. How you feel about J.C. Davis out there making plays at the left tackle spot?
Man, hey, I'm excited for him, bro. I mean, it's a good problem to have. Further along than expected. Peace to everybody, by the way.
Peace, King.
Peace.
Nah,
man, offensive line coach and the nutritionists. I mean, they've escaped a lot of things this offseason that us as Giants fans have grown too accustomed to look out for. And I ain't even gonna say it. The coach said it earlier, so I ain't gonna repeat it. But a lot of guys are looking healthy. They look good, and even the Zudu looked like he slimmed down and built up some muscle. And the offensive line coach, they moving, they learning, picking up speed. I can't be mad at it. I'm happy for them. It was a good outing for a lot of them.
Yeah, right. Zudu had some good reps at guard, man. Some real good reps at guard when they started putting him at guard.
I saw him. He was out there throwing folks. I was like, oh, shit, look at the Zudu.
We might have to stop calling him a doodle here real soon. Maybe. It's a possibility.
The purple tone.
They play. You play who's in front of you. You know what I mean? And tell you the truth, that they got a good coach over there. Miami may be the fresh start of things, but I'm not of the belief that they are who the league has said they are going to be. I know, you know what I'm saying? I know what the rumors is, and they're not a very good team. They kept, saying it, but me personally, I think it's one of those things where motherfuckers start the day off saying one thing, and then every show after, every talk thing after, it's kind of the same old thing. But I'm not of that. I don't have that opinion. They got a good coach over there. They got a good staff. They are building something. It is new, but they came to play too. So.
Right, and they got a lot of young talent over there, man. They got Jacob Rodriguez, couple names out there, So, they not bums, but they not, the best.
Yeah, and and they have an unproven quarterback. Once Malik gets his feeding, true. You know what I'm saying? He gets his feeding. They'll be fine. But until then, they're gonna keep going on with it. You know what I mean? So
until then, 26-3 with Malik Willis as the starting quarterback. I don't want to hear that right now, man. We did what we were supposed to do, and if we went out there and everybody's expecting us to do what we did, that says, bro, no, because you're only one injury away from seeing the shit that you saw yesterday. If your starters are one step better, if your starters are better, just remember, everything that you see them second string and third string guys doing, remember, you're one injury away from seeing that on a regular basis.
That's right.
So if you don't take that in consideration, not having depth on your team, the attrition, the guys with the good attrition they'll make it to the end, and then it's going to be a bunch of guys who's just going to fall off because they're not doing their body right and things like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, because they get out there and they get physical. You know what I'm saying?
That's why we didn't mean to knock over Malik yesterday, because he was not. They making sure he wouldn't know that field. You understand?
Because our young bucks is hungry, boy.
What? Yeah. They said, yo, we're going to make sure we keep you ready, because 3 weeks from now, we got things to do. We ain't going to mess with that.
It was out there like wild dogs.
That's a fact.
Shout out LLP son Trace Ford. That boy was out there playing. I was like, look at Trace, boy. Yeah. A couple of them, man.
Welcome.
Coach said his name too. I was like, yeah, look at Trace out there getting the coach to say your name, bro.
You know who's making noise? That boy Murphy, man.
Yeah, Murphy was.
Yeah,
Murphy in a row now, because remember he was there for the goal line stand. He stood on way up.
Yeah,
I was like, oh man, Murph.
And we definitely gonna give the man with 3 names all the credit in the world yesterday. I try to express that to my brothers from other mothers of the same colors. And I told you that boy is a terror from the public school era. And look what happened when they put him with the ones. Yeah.
Plugged up the run, boy. Yeah,
Plugged up the run and got up there.
Yes, he
got a
did.
sack.
Mess around and
Yeah.
feel my belly. Got the belly sack. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So
Y'all like that celebration? Y'all like that
Yeah, yeah.
celebration?
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's good for him. That's
Oh, that's
good.
called the
Thanksgiving.
lunchtime.
Happy day
It's called
Thanksgiving.
the lunchtime. You know what I mean?
Nah, hey,
Yeah.
yeah, sure. Ain't nothing wrong with a fat boy dance.
Yep. Gotta love it.
Nothing at all. But man, how you feel about JC Davis, the young rookie out there getting busy at the left?
Man, I was
And
happy.
remember,
It was like
this is
night
the
and
blind
day.
spot.
Remember, it was night and day for me. I watched him get his food taken on his first day of school. But obviously, he went home, talked to daddy, and let it be known, listen, I understand you in a new school, but you ain't a new fool. Whoever's trying to take yours, you let them know they're going to go through hell every single time they try this thing. Yes, daddy. And he went back to school the next day, and we saw what it was. Ain't nobody taking my cornbread. Ain't nobody touching my corn. That's it. That's the attitude you want to see. I'm so happy for him because one thing that does for him, right? Being a 6th-round draft pick, that lets him know he belongs. That's all an NFL player has to do is get that confidence in himself, get his technique right, keep his body right, keep his mind right. But knowing he feels he belongs, that is the best confidence booster for an offensive lineman that you could possibly ever have. Because remember, they never played with that combination before.
Mm-hmm.
And he was the glue.
Man. Yeah, you could see this game here, man. I didn't realize he was going to be, the whole game, of course. But I thought that was going to swing Bo, and put Zudu, you know what I mean?
Right.
But
Switch it up a little bit.
kid, he held his own. I was watching him. I was like, yo, JC is dancing out here, boy, with the stars in it. So, I love the depth on this team at this point in time. 53-man roster is going to be a difficult one.
And that's been the main issue, the depth. Because every time, Andrew Thomas goes down, AT, shout out to him.
Yeah.
One of the best
we got it with Bo. Bo is swinging, but now we can kick Bo inside, God forbid. We got 2 injuries at one now, you know what I mean?
Right.
Even though, it's going to be rough sledding out there, you know what I mean? Bo probably know the waters a little better. But, it's one of those things to where at least we have skill sets. We have young kids with good skill sets. Big children too. They're huge. Pause. You know what I mean?
Giants.
6'6", big guys. So, it's a situation where, man, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I was smiling at the TV watching this kid, bro. Watching him get busy. I'm like, look at this one. 6th round. All right, then.
I'll take that all day and twice
All
on
day.
Sunday after the fact. You know what I
All
mean?
day.
Anybody else got anything on the young and up-and-coming JC Davis?
No, sir.
Nothing right now, man. We good, man. But we definitely got to talk about somebody who's been around a couple times. And, man, we going to talk about it, though, because, when we outside,
We slide.
man, talking about children just not taking advantage of the moment. And I get it. It's OBJ. I'm willing to let it slide. But, tier 1 OBJ, still flashing, broke tackle on comeback route for first down. Bounced back from a drop with a clutch 3rd down speed out. Tier 2, Darius Slayton and Calvin Austin. Slayton 4 catches, elite yak in the rain. Austin explosive wide receiver, pump return speed. Tier 3, Dalen Cambry, proven high value as a dual slot special teams threat. But before all that, we got to talk about OBJ, man. And he was out there getting busy. Unfortunately, man, and just that one play in the end zone, and they was feeding it to him too. I knew they was going to try to do it. And he almost came up with it. And you could tell in his face and in his reaction, he was just like, damn. And that's exactly what came out my mouth. Pause when I saw the play. I was just like, damn, OBJ, you supposed to come down with that, man. But because this is your child, E-Man, and you are the wide receiver aficionado of the Shakedown, the official, talk to us, fam. Start off with your son and work your way on down to the Dallin.
I like everything that I saw. See, a lot of people will look at, and we're going to talk about the throw too. That throw was wow hot. We're going to talk about it, right?
It was.
He was off his feet backwards, but we're so spoiled by who he is and what we know. That's a routine play for him. If that's any other wide receiver, we'd be like, yo, you know what? That throw was high. Because think about it. If he's jumping in the air with his momentum backwards, he has to try to get his feet down before he falls out of bounds. That's a lot. If the throw is lower, he never leaves his feet. He's good. So it's 50% of the throw, 50% of his talent and who he is and what we expect. But he expects it of himself, right? Because you can see his reaction after that. But what's more impressive about him is this: his ability to still get free. This kid can get free on every level still. And that's off the line, second level, coming back for the ball, whatever it may be, man. The kid just still got the mop. You feel me? He got the mots. And
Really do, bro.
there's no denying it. Like, all you got to do is run his preseason tape and you'll see him be open more than anybody on the wide receiving corps. There's no questions about it. That ability in itself is what you want. Because guess what? That means his opportunities will happen. And I'm not worried about it. People can make all they want of him not catching a high throw ass touchdown pass. That's fine. Go ahead. But it doesn't take away with the ability that we see in his route running, his hands, his ability to create separation on all levels, and his ability to get open and make himself an easy target for a quarterback who may be struggling or not getting to his first or second read. So those are the things that I see. Now, when it comes to yesterday, Darius Slayton and Calvin Austin, I was more impressed with Austin because of the fact that we know who he is. We know his abilities, the quick twitch, the speed. He showed that yesterday, even off a couple of returns, you know? He showed that. I didn't see nothing out of Darius Slayton that I have never seen before. There's nothing there that I watched and said, okay, Darius, I know this already about him. Like, he's just Darius Slayton.
I ain't even gonna lie to you. When he made those catches, I was like, damn it, man.
We've seen it all before, bro. Like, there's nothing new to that. He's Darius Slayton being Darius Slayton. That's it.
And he ain't fooling nobody over here as far
ain't
as
no fooling. We done seen this shit for 6 seasons. I know what it looks like. As soon as we get into the regular season, once a year, we all like, God damn. For 6 years, we've been doing it.
And he gonna have at least 3 drops. I'm telling
exactly
you.
My point. Exactly.
He might get sat down because John Harbaugh ain't gonna allow that shit. He's not gonna tolerate it. He's gonna get sat down.
Right. Now, this kid didn't get targeted a lot yesterday, but I noticed he was open a lot as well. I like his routes. I like how he works the slot. You feel me? I like how he also goes outside, and does what he needs to do as well. So I like what we have at wide receiver, right? But I just don't think that it takes away from anybody or anybody losing their spots. I just think that Cambry he's just a casualty of war. You know what I'm saying? That's all it is. It's not his fault. And some people, it's just like that.
Team? Practice squad somewhere?
Yeah, PS or somebody gonna snatch him up. He hasn't done enough. He hasn't done enough, and it's not his fault. The first game was his opportunities, and yesterday he didn't get a lot of targets. You know what I'm saying? Right. So it's not his fault. But I like what I see on film: the nicks, the routes, the niches to get free, the ability to get open on the second level, and his timing. You know, if this kid was a feature person, you'd see more passes thrown his way, and his timing is great, man. The kid knows football, and he's going to make it regardless, whether he be called up for us because of an injury or he goes to another team and gets some recognition. You know what I'm saying? As a third wide receiver at this point. But
Right.
That's all I got on that, man. And thank you.
Yeah, no doubt, man. You already know what it is. And real quick, man, shout out to Double M Despo in the chat, man. Tackle that like button. Yes, absolutely. Make sure you hit the like because we are on the mic. And if you haven't done so already, we are the tribe of the Shakedown. So make sure you hit subscribe. Same. Talk to me, fam. How you feeling about this wide receiver situation? And tell me how you felt when you saw OBJ go up but not come down with the rock.
Shakedown 2.0. All right. Wide receivers. Odell Beckham. He alluded to it already, man. The way he had to contort his body after his momentum was already going in the opposite direction to make sure he get his feet down. Because we take it for granted his ability to catch the ball. So nobody's going to be harder on him than he is himself in regards to that opportunity that literally slipped through his fingers yesterday afternoon. I'm expecting him to still get out there and continue to compete and be a veteran at what he do and continue to grind, man. Like, he didn't come this far just to come this far. You know what I mean? I'm expecting him to really find a way to cement his position on this team and make the decision really, really, really tough, man. You know what I'm saying? As far as Darius Slayton, listen, man. He does some things that we know he's going to do. He's going to have some drops at the worst times and things like that. But he's also going to be where he need to be catching footballs from these quarterbacks, man. You know what I mean? So if he got any trade value, I'm open to it. If he's going to be on this team, I'm open to that as well, man, because we don't make those decisions. So I'm not going to get overly emotionally involved in what happens in regard to who get retained and who get let go. Just get out here and perform how you getting paid to, because he's getting paid pretty well to be out here to catch the football and make impactful plays on the offensive side of the ball. As far as Cambray, like the brother said, like the brother alluded to, man, it might be a casualty of war, man, because Calvin Austin was doing everything. He was taking jet screen passes. These are plays drawn up for him. Like he's the red. He's the number one on the play that's drawn up for. So, and he's impressive, man. He's impressive. He accelerate faster than I thought he was. He has ability to stop on a dime and take off. So I seen a couple things from him I didn't even know he had in the bag. And like I said, man, I feel and I've been felt since way back in camp that slot position would be locked up by Calvin Austin. The wide receiver group as a whole, I feel sorry for some of the guys at the bottom of the depth chart when you got to get in there with a quarterback like Allen. Is that his name? He's trash. I don't even mean to say that. I don't even mean to say that about somebody, man. But, bro, you got people's job on the line, and you're out here throwing bullshit. You're not even allowing these players to showcase their abilities on the field because you're not getting the ball into their hands. Your ass. And before I get upset, I'm going to just leave that as it is. But Darius Slayton, Calvin Austin, Odell Beckham needed to definitely catch that catch. But it is what it is, man. Take it away, brothers.
Yes, sir, man. And on to the next. LRP, talk to me. How you feeling about the wide receiver situation yesterday, man, against the Dolphins?
I thought they did well and fared well. I didn't even have any thoughts about the drop pass. I was just like, oh, so close. You know what I mean? One of those situations, and moved on. I didn't think that his spot was in jeopardy. I didn't think that all of a sudden that, I mean, I don't know what happened in a week or so, but just out there in the universe, not us specifically, but a player doesn't make a play here or doesn't do something there, all of a sudden their spot is in jeopardy and they're not going to be retained, and you know what I mean. And so I don't subscribe to that. I think Odell Beckham Jr. is making the team, and I completely know that he's going to make the daggone team. You saw him out there. You know what I mean? He's out there moving, shaking, and he's looking to be the fourth guy. So each week he's going to be moving and shaking and cooking their third guy or fourth guy. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know where that comes from, but I think he makes the team. Darius Slayton, just like he said, he's out there doing Darius Slayton things. He was moving and shaking too. Calvin Austin, excellent. Great outing. Look forward to him making the team and seeing what he does. And Cambry is probably going to be, practice squad casualty of the talent that we have ahead of him. Just looking at the roster real quick, I mean, I don't think Isaiah Hodgins makes it through. I don't think Jalen Hyatt makes it through. His neighbors, Slayton, Mooney, Fields, Beckham, Austin. And then it's probably a toss-up between Berrios and Cambry. But Cambry can go to the practice squad. So I think the wide receiver room gonna be all right. They just make the right decisions and keep the right people.
Right. I couldn't agree more, man. And I like that too, man. And I'll throw this out there too, as far as the wide receiver room is concerned. There's a little bit of a rumor going around that supposedly Mooney or Darius Slayton could be in the trade situation pending. But we're gonna see, man, because that contract with Slayton, man, I don't think a lot of people is interested in having to work with that. But who knows, man? Maybe like a wide receiver needed team like the Miami Dolphins might be willing to pull the trigger on that. But we'll see, man. We'll see. Any more closing statements on this situation here, brothers, before we move on to the next slide?
I don't know if we're going to touch on
Leave
it.
my son alone. That's it.
I was going to say the same thing to the punk ass beat writers out there. I mean, I love y'all, but hate y'all. I'm gonna be honest. You know what I'm saying? Can't stand y'all. It's like y'all always running people out of town, always writing up shit. I watched the back page of the New York Post, where they talking nothing but glorified shit for the Jets, but for the back page. But when it came to the back page for the Giants, it was like overhyped scatterbo or some shit. And now you're talking about some shit about Odell and on thin ice or whatever the fuck. It's like, man, y'all need to go somewhere with that bullshit. It's like, do you even work? I don't know. Do they do that in other towns, bro? They don't do that here. Sometimes they got these little funky ass radio people that may say shit, but
maybe
the newspaper is pretty much behind them.
Yeah, but you know what it is, LRP, man. This is called clickbait season, right? Ratings are low, viewership is low in certain areas, and definitely he whose name we're not going to mention is low with his situation right now. So he's fishing up anything to catch some. He's throwing the line out there to catch any fish he can, bro. But those of us that are not the common fan, the average fan, or just the average or common person in life, right, that actually has football intelligence and knows what's going on, it's just stupidity. And that's why I said it earlier in the chat. I was like, miss me with the misinformation. You're over here acting as if somebody's spot is in jeopardy, but tell me which wide receivers have looked like they are so dominant in the preseason. We only had one touchdown by one person in a preseason as a wide receiver, and that's Malachi Fields. Who else has been in the end zone as the wide receiver?
Yeah,
exactly.
I mean, get the fuck out of here, man. I mean, but that, and I get it, and that's why I always speak on it and say what the hell I need to say, because they got a newspaper and I got a podcast with my brother. So fuck them and stop talking that bullshit because you don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
I write some shit about some shit.
Right.
How about
That's a
that?
fact.
Feel me? I write some shit about somebody writing some shit.
Yeah, I'm sick of clickbait shit. You know what I'm saying? Stand on your own principles. We're fucking trying to lure people in with that dumbass, and you know it don't make it right that people keep on using that stupid ass tactic.
It sells newspapers, I guess, right? That's the cliche.
Right.
Yeah. You got to have some headlines, and you got to be able to grab some things around this point in time. Pause. Around this time of nature. That 53 coming, man. So Odell is a big story, man. You see every time you step on the pavement or on the turf, you hear what happens. Odell, and this is the babies now. This ain't even like people in their 20s or teenagers. I mean, like kids, like 6, 7, 10, 12. I'm like, what the hell? So that lets you know he still got the impact there, and they see it. And I like I said last time, we spoke about Odell. I said, look, I think John Harbaugh and them, they just avoiding the situation, because he's going to be on the roster. I think if he catches that touchdown, it's just like, all right, everybody shut the fuck up, right? After that. But, since he didn't catch the touchdown or whatever, it's Craig killing me, softly with that. But I got to be honest, man, just seeing him with the jerkability and still being able to, kill his zone. He's a zone killer at this point in his career. He's zone killer. So,
yeah.
And he'll route you up. So, it's a situation where I don't think you would play yourself in that realm, but I did hear something similar to Jordan Renan and them trying to kick up dust on a trade rumor, and Darius Slayton's name was in there along with Mooney. It wasn't just Mooney there. I saw Slayton. I was like, whoa, but it's starting to heat up. As Joe Shane said after the first preseason game, he said it's about to start ramping up pretty shortly. And with that being said, that automatically shifts the spot. Shift the man down, pause. You know what I mean? Shift down the seat. And Berrios having a soft tissue injury is not helping him at the moment because Dalen Cambry, that young man he gonna be a stud. He look like he belong on the Patriots to a degree, right? Nah, he a giant for life. You know what I mean? Even if he wound up with a practice squad. I'm watching that kid out there. I'm like, yo, this kid gunning, catching passes. I'm like, wow. You know what I mean? Especially what he's showing as far as wide receiver when his resume is telling us he's just a special teamer. So, yeah. The wide receiver room, man, it's sizzling. It's getting hot in there, hot skillet. Watch your hands. You know what I'm saying? So,
don't touch the stove.
Don't touch the stove, baby.
That's a fact, man. But man,
Calvin Austin, my bad, real quick. Calvin Austin. Boy looks smooth out there. He looked fast, smooth, and to the point, man. When I say to the point, ain't no missteps, no wasted movements.
That end around was nice.
That end around was nice on special teams, you know what I mean? He was doing his thing, man. He was doing his thing.
I'll say this much when it comes to this wide receiver room, man. It looks like, I won't say everybody because there's the WNBAs out there that are lackluster and have a lack of effort. Right. And that's the crazy part. But it just seems like a lot of these dudes, they are not going out without a fight, man. You love to see it. You know what I'm saying? So, but talking about fighting, man, you know what we do when we outside? We slide, man. Yo, no fly zone. Only 3 points allowed. RDBs out there was flying, making plays. Whether it was Newsome, Lubin, or even a Debo, but the one for me, and I don't know about y'all brothers, and I'm about to have to ask, is his adoption papers still available? Did anybody claim this young man? Or no, when it comes to Banks?
Banks, I don't know. I can't even remember at this point because they don't put, somebody done signed the papers, handed them back in, left the kid on the side of the road. You know what I mean? But at this point in time, you know what I mean? I don't know. But go ahead, brother. Go ahead and
well, look, if nobody's gonna claim him,
let
me just let you know right now, I might have to sign the paperwork because he was out there moving, grooving, vibing, sliding, and in the cut like Neosporin. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Sticky on his receivers' paws, making plays, stopping the run. And low key, I think he hurt Ollie Gordon.
Yes, he did. He did.
You know what I'm saying?
He did.
And he had
That's
no
a big
sympathy
boy.
about it
That's a big
after the
boy.
fact. Yes, he is. But he did that quick shoulder yank, you know what I mean, with the momentum.
Mhm.
So, look, man, we was worried about the DBs. With time and effort, it looks like the synergy and the effort is making, it's coming to the top paws in terms of the cream paws. But as I said again, man, I feel like Banks is going to be closed on Sundays, man. And Newsome, Nubin, and Adebo is going to be there to help out. But talk to me, man. Start True Freeze. How you feel about this situation over here with this
Yeah, it's
DB?
exciting, man. It's exciting, especially when everybody just wants a number one and a number two. We want to put labels on everything, but the honest truth is we just want the best players out there. Whether it's going to be man, or if you could play zone. And we need the man-to-man guys a lot of times for a lot of stuff we're doing. But we saw some zone activity out there, and some off coverage. But when it comes to our DB show, Newsome impressed me, man. He was playing very aggressive, very sticky in coverage, supporting the run game. You know what I mean? Banksy. Yo, that's what I said I wanted. That's exactly what I said I want. I want to see him come up and support the tackle. I think he can cover anybody. I think he's always had those skills. They had to be refined, of course, with the ball skill situation. But he's always had that skill set. And to watch him out there celebrating, he was doing the yawn. I was like, all right, he back in his body. You know what I'm saying? He back. So, I really appreciated watching him out there. Debo showed up. He showed up. He heard Same talking about his paycheck and everything. So he showed up. Nubin got his hands on the rock a couple times, man. I was like, yo, listen, Denard Wilson, man, he is injecting the fluid into the system. They see what them boys, that front seven doing. So they're like, yo, man, we ain't got no other choice. Them boys up there wilding. So anything come our way, we got to go crazy. You know what I mean? But I'm really enjoying this, man. You know what I mean? It was, PBU, man. Past Breakup University. You heard? We got 4 guys in.
Facts.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't worried about this defense at all at this point. And you know what, man? Real quick, man, if I may say so, enough with the supposed rumors about us spending time, money, and effort when it comes to draft picks or what have you, and trying to acquisition some of these big names out there, whether it be the Christian Gonzalez's or even the Joey Porter Juniors is starting to make their rounds in the rumor mill situation as far as trades are concerned. Stop it, bro. It's not real. But what is real is what we have in the building. So talk to me, Same. How you feel about these CBs and the defensive backs in general?
Yeah, man. They put on a good showing, man. Banks was out there. He was like glue on his receivers, and it looks promising when he's playing in a defense that actually fits his style of play, man. If it's man to man, you know what I'm saying? And he made his presence felt in the run game. At 6'2", 200, bro, you supposed to bring your physical presence to the game and the run game as well. You know what I'm saying? Like pressing these receivers, playing man to man, bump and run, things like that. That's what you expect to see, man. And then you had Nubin. Nubin got ankles? Nubin got angles. Nubin ain't never had an angle the whole time he been here. But Nubin showed me, man, he's seeing something different. Somebody showing him something different, man. I'm seeing angles like I never seen before, man. He had a near interception on a 3rd down to end the drive for them. That was good. Greg Newsome making his presence felt early, fighting for the starting role. You know what I mean? He helped them with the first 3 and out on an opening drive, and he showed that he's not afraid to tackle either. Who's these guys running? No, we tackle people who run. We don't care that we corners. I like that. And I think that all starts with a mindset. It comes from the coaching on down. You know what I'm saying? Denard Wilson, man, he's going to have these guys. He's already showing that he's putting these guys in positions of strength, man. And I love to see it, man. Drew Phillips, man, called for the PI, came back. Like, he called for the PI. They took him out for one play, put him back in. He made an impactful play right away. Again, hiding behind defensive linemen. Blitz off the corner, stop the run, knock the ball out. Like, you know what I mean? Like, these are the type of things that's going to make this team propel to the next level. You know what I'm saying? When you have the talent and the know-how and the teachings, when they all get meshed up together, then it's gonna work out for us in the long run. You know what I'm saying? Before we had the talent, but we ain't have the cooks and chef it up the way they're supposed to cook it up. You know what I'm saying? Like, they had people out of place doing things they're not supposed to do. Had somebody like a Bobby O on the team and didn't know how to use him. You know what I'm saying? Made him look something other than himself when he was here after he had a first good year with Wink. Same thing with Banks. You know what I'm saying? So that goes to show you the scheme and the mental part of the game when it comes from the coaching. That shit is vital to the success of the team, man. And I feel that the defensive side of the ball is going to be something they're going to have to deal with. And Jackson Dart and them is going to have quite a few opportunities to show what the offense can do, because I think it's going to be some 3 and outs, and this team going to be buckling down on teams, giving them things like making them settle for 3 and things like that. So looking good so far with the cornerbacks, man, and the DB room as well, man. Shout out to Nubin, man. I seen angles, man.
No protractors involved, you heard? No rulers. Yeah, man, talk to me, LRP. How you feel about this room of the DB?
Oh, look good, man. I'm going to reserve. I want them to stack it again against the Jets. But against Miami, it looked great. And even towards the first game. So shout out to Denard Wilson, man. Got the boys playing. You know, got the good senseis in the building. You can tell that they're using good technique, you know, staying sticky to their person, calls and all that, whatever. Reacting right when the catch is about to be made. It's a little early. Got to work on the timing. Keep those PIs down. But all in all, man, you can't be mad. Banks, Nubin are reintroducing themselves, and I'm glad that they got the opportunity to do it, and they got a sensei that's going to allow them to grow and do it. So, yeah, can't be mad, man. Shout out to them. Stack that shit against the Jets.
I think they will. I think we're going to be all right, man. I'm not worried. Not even a little bit. But E, certainly not the last one. Always the first. Talk to me, fam. How you feel about the DB room?
I love the DB room right now, bro. And I'm going to say this. I'm going to skip everybody because this kid I've been given a lot of criticism to, and I wanted him actually off the team at the beginning of the year. But like we always say, when you get the right senseis in the building, they do things that other people obviously didn't know how. I'm going to give a shout out to Tyler Nubin. Am I giving you flowers? No, I'm not. They seeds right now, boy. They seeds. You understand?
Round of applause.
So we going to plant them. Hopefully they be watered, and then the increase will come. Right? We'll see what that turns into. But right now I'm going to plant the seeds. I spy a new guy. False. You know what I'm saying? He's doing things that we expected him to do when we drafted him. He's looking like the guy we drafted. And I cannot argue that. I was very impressed on what I seen yesterday. I was overly impressed on things I didn't think I would see. He's flying around fluidly, fast, and the run support is all the way there. I'm impressed at the new Newbin. Hopefully, this will not be something I have to come back to and get disrespectful with, right? Because I'm very with it. Let's get that out there. I'm all the way with the disrespect because I don't like you, but I respect you, and you're raising an eyebrow, the left one. You know what I'm saying? The left eyebrow is to say, "Okay, I see you." The right eyebrow is to say, "Oh, so nobody want to talk about it." So right now, the left eyebrow is raised. Like I said, I don't have to talk about the other 3 people up there because I already have an expectancy of them, and that expectancy is seen. Debo looks healthy. That's all I'm going to say. He looks healthy. Wonderful. He looks healthy. But Tyler Newbin, you got the left eyebrow raised. Great job yesterday. That's it.
Yeah, man. We got a couple eyebrows raised, man. Well, at least from me. Because there was a situation with one of my sons yesterday, man. But before we get into that, man, any other closing statements as far as the rest of the DBs is concerned?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Man. You know what we do when we outside? We slide.
Slide.
Man, Drew Phillips, you know what I mean? He got beat, and he also got called for a defensive pass interference. However, man, he does make plays, man. Anything in front of him, you know, he makes the play, man. But there's certain situations where he could get beat, and in the worst way at that. So let's start off with you, E, man. Talk to me. Let's talk about.
Yo, I'm very surprised at what I'm seeing from him, especially coming from his rookie season, being so successful, aggressive, and put in a position where we like, yo, we got one of them dogs as a rookie. You know, he sent fear through veterans as a rookie for us. And you know what that does for us as Giant fans, to have a rookie slot cornerback, run support, aggressive, you know, making plays.
Him and CD Lamb was getting crazy.
First couple making plays, bro. He was out there making plays his first season. And yo, I need to ask the panel.
Nothing, son.
You know what I'm saying? I need to ask my brothers this. Have y'all saw what I've been seeing in his regression?
I don't think there's a regression.
Honest. Huh?
I don't think there's a regression.
Okay, so I need you to add some context to that right there, because he got his ass whooped last season. Let's get that out there.
Yeah, I hear that, and
a lot of ass whooping going on last season, though.
I think he's going to be good to form. I think he's going to be okay week 1. I think everything that we're seeing right now is just preseason shit.
So rusty.
That's
what you're saying. He just dusty rusty.
Yeah, that's what I think. I have the utmost confidence in his skill set and what he's going to do this season.
Okay.
Utmost confidence.
And I'm also going to take off playing for a dummy last season, right? Because he put everybody in a bad situation. So Phillips was just a part of that group of bad situations. So if you said it's just rusty dusty, I'm okay with it. But my eyes is on the situation.
I feel you. And it's understandable.
Yeah, it might be a situation where like the focus might not be on him necessarily, because we got a lot of CBs in the room, man. There's a lot of corners now, bro. So it might be a situation where he's kind of being overshadowed a little bit by the other names in the room right now. You know what I'm saying? But same, talk to me, man. What's going on with the Drew the Dog Phillips, man?
Yeah, I think this season it has a potential to be a bounce back season for him. You know what I mean? Because like the brother E said, his rookie season, he had a spectacular rookie season. You know what I'm saying? And then last season, you know what I mean, not so good. But he has the ability to be great, I think. You know what I'm saying? Because he has the right kind of attitude. He has the physical ability to beat it. Like even last night when he got that DPI, he was in position. He just got a little too handsy and things right there, but he was right there with the guy. You know what I'm saying? He didn't get beat like nothing crazy. He was almost step for step with the guy, but he just didn't get his head around and play the ball rather than the receiver like he should have. You know what I'm saying? So he got the DPI for that. He got took out immediately for one play, came back in, and the very next play after that, man, he was just showing up, man. Back-to-back plays, came through with the fumble, the forced fumble. You know what I mean? Like, he has the ability to be one of those guys that have that where's Waldo factor. He doesn't necessarily have to just cover. He's shown he's able to blitz off the edge and things like that as well. So that's one more thing that the quarterback I have to think about when you see 22 in the slot. He could be coming through. He could be, you know what I mean, blitzing. So never know, man. But I'm expecting him to do great things. His name may be getting a little overshadowed with the guys because we know there's still no definite number 1 or 2. If Adebo is 1, there's still no definite 2. Even though Banks' play is looking like that's where he's leading to. You know what I mean? And then you got that slot position. You know what I mean? You would think it would go to Phillips. You know what I mean? But Harbaugh keeps competition in the building. Nobody should feel safe. You know what I'm saying? So every rep got to be your best rep. So when you go out there and you make bad plays, they get magnified. And vice versa. When you go out there and make a good plays, they get magnified as well, especially when it's after a bad play. That means you learn something from experiencing what you just went through just moments before, and you got that short memory. You know what I mean? So I'm expecting Drew Phillips to be a major part of this team and contribute to winning, man.
Right. I'm not stressed, and I ain't worried. But Freeze, talk to me, man. How you feeling about number 22 out here, man? Have a little slip up.
Yeah, man. He a thug, man. He a bubblehead. He never listened to nothing his mother said. That's all. You know, when I see him, I just see around the line of scrimmage. You can't run around this kid. You know what I'm saying? He's not gonna allow it. No screens. He blowing him up. But once he gets about 10 to 15, 20 yards down the field, Lord, boy, they need to refine them skills. So the good thing is that, you know, he has some mirror ability with him. But the bad thing is, you know, he just doesn't know how to, you know, get in front of the receiver. You know what I mean? To finish off the deal. They always wind up catching the ball somehow. Pause. His hand is in there, he's swatting off. This time he wound up on the back of the receiver. I'm like, how the hell did that happen? So, but he's a thug, man. I love him. I love everything about the kid. We're gonna eventually give him a contract. I'm not sure, you know, that we're gonna break the bank on him because, you know, we got some deficiencies in coverage. But you know, hopefully Denard Wilson and them could refine some of that out, man, and, you know, get that technique together. But this kid right here, I'm never worried about him, man, unless he's injured.
Masa, mi hijo. It's a fact, man. You know what I mean? And look, man, if Denard Wilson could put the battery back in Deontay Banks's back, you know what I mean? Why can't he make Drew Phillips that much more better? That's all I can say.
He could. I believe he could, because Drew wanted to get better, man. Drew one of those guys. You know what I mean? He wanted that.
Right. So, he's been one of those dudes.
Yeah, he's been one of them for a minute now.
Any closing statements as far as my son is concerned, number 22?
Nah, I'm good. I'm good. Drew the man. Drew the man, son.
Drew the dog Phillips. And you know what we do when we outside? We slide. Man. How does it go, E? with the Biggie line? How does it go again? With your boy Bobby Jameis Travis? Bobby Jameis Travis. Biggie right here, man. It's Biggie.
Yeah.
Got the lamb's breath. You know what I mean? Right. Getting crazy with the pressure. No Brian Burns, no Abdul Carter, no problem. You hear me? Zach Pickens too recorded a sack. Trace Ford as well as Chauncey Golston got some nice edge pressure. So look, man, we've been talking about this for a while, man. As far as like the depth is concerned, are we worried about it anymore? Is there any concern? And real quick, man, shout out to Scoob in the building. You know what I mean? Got to give a round of applause. Scoob. Damn, I missed the show. No worries, man. We here. You can always catch the rebroadcast as well, man. I've been dealing with some stuff, but I know it's all good, man. We all are, but we here for you and the rest of the fans. You know what I mean? So just sit back and relax and enjoy the rest of the show. That's it. Talk to me, E-Man, because you brought up the fact that the young man got the man of the three names, rather, looking like Biggie out there, spitting all the rhymes and causing all the chaos. Talk to me, man. How you feel about the man with the three names?
Record button on. So, you know, the kid out there doing this thing, and he's a force to be reckoned with. I sat down, got a chance to watch him, me, Mello, and Scoob, like firsthand. You know, he had like a goal line stops and all of that. But you know what, bro? I'm hearing reports, bro. He said he ain't progressing in camp and all that, bro.
Hold on.
I said, Joe, hold up. So I'm sitting there watching this kid right in front of me, 10 yards from me, watching him anchor, stop the run, play bully ball at the goal line. And that means nothing. He was out there with the threes, y'all. He ain't ready, y'all. From my sources. My sources told me he ain't ready, y'all. Well, I'm going to tell you right now, if this kid ever gets with the first team, y'all can see what he could do. That's why he with the threes, because he ain't progressing. You know what I'm saying? Sources was like, he ain't progressing. Record button off. He just happened to skip the twos and just get right up with the ones, huh? Never seen that happen before. He skipped strings. He went from tres to un. Just like that? Ludicrous. And y'all saw what happened. First team reps, first team representation. That boy has speed, power, feet, but most of all, the ability to get free and get off of blah block. Y'all saw it yesterday. And he even has his own dance. Get in my belly. Okay? So I'm not going to say nothing except for what I've already saw live. Y'all just to get to see it on film. This boy is going to be a player for the New York Giants. And we're going to be pissed off because we're going to start that shit, hopefully not with this regime, and we don't lose another good DT to free agency. He's going to get to that level. He's going to be on that Tomlinson, Jonathan Hankins level for us. Remember, I said it.
Snacks.
Not that level. But the Tomlinson Hankins level.
I love it, man. I love it, man. And shout out to Scoob again, man. She said, just keep me in your prayers. That's all I ask. I'm here. We got you, Scoob.
Yeah, we got you, Scoob. Got you.
I'm a huge fan of Bobby Jameson Travis. She also said, belly rub Sully is better than the sexy Dexy. The belly rub is, I'm ready to eat a quarterback alive. Pause, man. Look, man, you love to see it. I call it the lunchtime celebration. But Freeze, talk to me. How you feel about the young man with the three names and the rest of this pass rush, man? The depth.
I love this class, man. And you know, he was one of those guys that was eating up more double teams than the average. Actually, right below Caden McDonald, who I ain't really look at. I gotta take a look at Cade and see how he doing over there. This kid right here, man, he another one. He a thug, man. Like I said, he has Biggie. You know what I mean? That's the guy right there. You know what I'm saying? Kicking the door, waving the 4-4. Number 97 with the belly rub. Occupying, space, man. Eating 2 tackles at once. Pause. The good thing I like about him is when he's shifting the shoulder pads, he's always head up. He's always watching and looking quarterback. He's definitely watching, staring down the running back because he knows at any given time he can disengage. You know what I mean? Especially when it's one-on-one. So, but yeah, I've seen him do his thing, man. And it's kind of wild. It's like we talked it right on up. They gave him an opportunity. You know what I mean? And it's his time, you know what I mean, to shine a little something. And hopefully he leaps Tupu because, that's what I think that was in his way, you know what I mean, outside of Laki 4-2. You know what I mean? But I like exactly what's happening here. We have a nose tackle playing nose tackle. We have linebackers playing linebacker. You know what I'm saying? We got an actual tackle, even though they told us that he was going to play guard, playing tackle. Some of the natural positions, but they're showing us different, versions of their skill set from college. Yo, man, from Spring Greenbrier to now, I've seen nothing but growth. You've read about it. You've seen some of the clips and highlights. And then you get to see these kids on the field. Unfortunately, we didn't have Colton Hood. He another one getting banged up. We got to watch him on that. A lot of soft tissue going on. Make sure you're all right. That's another one of the kids I'm looking forward to, performing out there. But I'm loving it, man. I love this draft class thus far. They ain't did nothing yet. I just love it. You know what I mean? I love the potential of it. You know what I mean? So, but Zach Pickens was out there. I don't know. He fighting. He like, yo, man. What about me? Zach Pickens was out there doing this thing too. Recorded the sack and the quarterback hit at the goal line. I thought Barnes had him inside, but they said the portion of the ball was outside of the end zone. But I thought we had a safety, man. Hands up in the sky. You know what I mean? But another one, Trace Ford, LRP son, Chauncey Golston been eating. He's healthy this season. Chauncey Golston is healthy. Yeah.
And you love to see Chauncey Golston out there, man, because when we signed him, I was like, okay, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Cowboys fans was
he
out
always
there
been
saying
him, but I think he got injured.
Right.
When he came
slowed him down a little bit, right. And shout out to, LRP's son, Trace Ford, which is what I'm about to go to next, man. LRP, talk to me, man. Bobby Jameis and Travis out there making plays. Your son, Trace Ford. The lack of depth as far as the defensive line looking like it's no longer an issue. Talk to me, LRP. How you feel? Well, LRP ain't here real quick, so let's say him. Talk to me, man. How you feel about this situation right here?
Yeah, it look like we're gonna have we got a good problem right now. Like, you know what I'm saying? When you have the ability to reach back in the back of your depth chart, move these guys up, get them some early reps, have them out there doing some things in the first quarter, and they showing they can hold up. That's pretty good, man. Bobby Jameis and Travis, you know what I'm saying, recorded that sack. He's shown that if there's only going to be one man in front of him, he's able to beat one man. You're not going to be able to single him up because he's able to beat the person that's in front of him. So that's really important. I'm gonna need him to continue to work how he's been working, you know what I'm saying, progressing, taking on those double teams, eating up space, you know what I'm saying? Chauncey Golston, yeah, we didn't get what we expected out of him last year, but I guess we given some of that to health, and I blame a whole lot of this stuff on how players were used in previous systems, you know what I'm saying? So these guys get put in a position where they could showcase their skills with the defensive coaches that we have here and the scheme that we use, man. So, and Zach Pickens, he did show up as well. It's going to be some tough decisions, man, because 53 go real fast when you start talking about 10 linemen, 6 wide receivers, 4 running backs. You know what I'm saying? That's 20 already. Like that 53 come around real fast, man. There's going to be some tough decisions being made, and hopefully we can trade a couple of these players. You know what I'm saying? Before we do have to cut them and waive them and things like that, and try to chance them of getting them on a practice squad without somebody go ahead and scooping them up. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah.
Man, look, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. And it might be a good problem to have, but we got a lot of dudes on the roster bubble that people are gonna be asking for. So maybe we can make
or they
some
waiting
moves
on. Yeah.
Right. Or they're waiting on. So maybe, who knows, man? Maybe Joe Shane could work some of that Trader Joe magic, man. But anything other things to say as far as the defensive line depth and what have you, man? Because, you know, shout out to LRP. He having issues over there. Did you eat the lettuce, LRP? Please tell me you ain't eat some of that lettuce with the horse.
What he said? he said the food in America ain't ish.
Shit, yeah, because he had to go take a quick restroom break. You know what I mean? And I get it. But please tell me you ain't eating none of that nasty ass lettuce, man.
Taylor Farms lettuce.
Right. With the horse meat. Pause.
That's great.
Talk to me, Freeze. What you were saying, man?
Yeah, I was going to say, the only thing about this particular room, although there is a lot of bodies, you know, BJT, he's learning. He's still a child. Zach Pickens, you know what I mean? He's pretty much in around the same area to me as like a Darius Alexander, you know what I mean? Who we're going to speak about a little later. But I wouldn't be surprised if they add a body there. If they're in that market to trade the wide receiver because we have a surplus there, I wouldn't be surprised if they add, because you know I saw people saying corner, but I wouldn't be surprised if they add a DT, trade for a DT versus, you know what I mean, a cornerback for a wide receiver. Right. You know, to somebody that has a surplus to a kid who, you know, they're like, we like him, but we, you know, can't get him on the field. You know what I mean? So hopefully Joe Shane could pull up some magic. And if that happens, it just makes us better. It just makes us better. You know what I mean? Because God forbid DJ Reader gets nicked up. You know, it's rough.
Let's not even talk about that. Let's not even put that out
it's in his history, bro. It's just in his history. Hopefully, he's callous the body this year, callous it. But if he didn't callous the body all the way, you know, it happens. But that's why you draft the kid, Bobby Jameis and Travis.
Right. And that makes sense, like you said, man. While we having these cornerback talk, and we need to talk about the defensive tackle, which is, you know, from the moment Dex left, and not that I'm stressing, but it kind of put a little worry in my head. You know what I mean? Pause, because stopping the run, especially within our own division, is imperative, fundamental. You know what I'm saying? So you know,
we can't eat if they don't stop the run. If they don't stop the run, stopping the run is hunting. You know what I mean? That's a portion of the hunting. You know what I mean? Right. But we can't eat. You know what I mean? And that's when them boys doing third down, third and long.
Right.
Pause.
Right. Talking about that, man. Trace ain't nothing to play with. The boy plays with speed and power, says LRP. And he said, them bastards put it in my salad. Damn it. Damn it. But
damn it, Gina.
You know, and he closes statements with the depth and the players here with the slide before we make our way on outside.
We got good problems, man.
Yeah. I like what we doing.
That's a fact.
Finally.
You already know, man.
Good players on the roster spending time with E.
Right, man. So you know what we do when we outside.
Slide.
Man, look, talking about defensive tackle depth and what have you. Played deep in the third quarter. The Darius Great Alexander. Coaches demanding extra evaluation before cuts. Struggled holding up against the run. Again. Hashtag stop the run, man. Questions to answer before the 53-man deadline. Roster bubble watch for our beloved Alexander the Great to the Darius. Is this something to worry about here, gentlemen? These little hiccups here and there, man.
Let me just answer first, please. Hell no.
Go ahead, E. Take it away, man.
Hell no. That's it. I'm not going no further than that. Please. Stop it. Not you. The people. Stop it. This boy isn't going nowhere. Did he have his greatest outing yesterday? No. Is he even in a situation with roster issues? Never. The leap that he's taken from last season alone in all of training camp in the first preseason game against a much tougher opponent, much better offensive line, and was playing against the first team. So please, I'm putting it to bed on my end, but I will listen to what my brothers have to say. Please, man. Ain't even a thought.
No, won't you leave? Ain't that how I go, right? No, won't you leave? But talk to me, Freeze, man.
Sure. Yeah, man. You know, all of this is only happening because was playing him into the third quarter. He didn't have his helmet off, so they had to keep seeing some things. So that's why all of this is up here. You know what I mean? Outside of him falling and getting blown off the ball in the run game. You know what I mean? And he wasn't anchoring down, man. He was trying to get upfield. I'm making excuses for the kid. He had a bad game. You know what I mean? So the main thing is can you depend on it during the season? And like I was saying earlier, God forbid, DJ Reader didn't callous the body. You know what I mean? And now you have somebody, you gotta put the young boy there around with the young boy. So that's why I truly think they're gonna add a body to that defensive tackle room, because the more, the closer they get, the more they look at it, they're gonna try to, I think we 5th on waivers too. They're gonna try to get somebody. So he still got some growing to do, man. He still got some growing to do. Although he is an older veteran, he still got some growing to do. Because if you can't stop the run, you can't really get none, boy. You like a situational guy. So, you're gonna have to anchor down and get that portion of your game together. And I believe they won't have it any other way. But they're giving them all of the looks they can, to figure things out. Because once the more tape you put up, the more you can see what you need to correct.
Facts. I'm not worried, man. I'm not throw that out there right now before we go on to Sam. I'm not worried at all. And Darius Alexander, we trust. Sensei's in the building. They're gonna put him in a place where he needs to be. But Sam, talk to me, fam. Are you worried about the great Alexander of the Darius? Any concern?
Nah, you know what I mean? Everybody get opportunity to have a not so great game, you know what I mean? But to get bowled over like he did a few times, man, that's something that's gonna need some addressing, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's making it to where you're gonna be situational third down pass rushing DT rather than being in here on first and second down. If you don't get your backside behind you, you know what I'm saying, and anchor down like the brother was saying, you know what I mean? Like, if they could take one person and just completely wash you out of a play, you're not making an impact, man.
At all.
You know what I'm saying? They're doing exactly what they drew up on the board to do. All right, we're going to swing this way, and we're going to turn our hips this way, turn him inside. He got turned in so many times. I was like, bro, come on, man, you getting tucked like a burrito over there a little bit. I ain't gonna lie. They tucking your shit. You know what I'm saying? Like
Chipotle? He did the Chipotle.
Yeah, I'm like,
DoorDash him. Yeah.
You know what I mean? I hate to have to say it, but that's
the lettuce.
I gotta talk about what we see out here. Gotta talk about what I see out here, man. And going forward, man, I expect him to get some real good reps.
LRP, man.
I expect him to get some real good reps in this last preseason game, man, and I think it's going to be he's not going to be the second starting defensive tackle if he can't stop the run, man. On a consistent basis. You need somebody to be able to sit there on a consistent basis and at least eat up the hole and stand your ground. Don't get turned like you do. I didn't like it, but I'm not going to let one game deter how I feel about him, man. He got some active hands. You know what I'm saying? He's able to bat down a lot of passes and things like that. So I'm going to do what I hope he could do. Put this behind him, watch the tape, move forward, and get better at what you was not doing well the week prior. You know what I mean? Because you ain't got a lot of time left, man. That's the thing about the competition that Harbaugh has injected into these locker rooms and on this field, man. Nobody's safe. I don't care how long you've been here. And I'm feeling like that, looking from the outside in regards to seeing players coming from third string to go ahead and get some of the first string reps and things like that. That's letting you know, man, the competition is out there and it's not that much space between these players. Whether if you're going to be getting a shirt or whether you're going to be getting or you're going to be wearing a shirt on the sideline or whether you're going to be getting a jersey on Sunday. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see.
Yeah, hopefully some snaps, boy. Stop playing around.
Facts.
Because they bring somebody else in here. That's crazy. Because just think about it this way real quick, family. They were really depending on Roy Robertson Harris.
That's a fact.
They were even trying to wait on him. That's how bad that was. They were trying to wait on him knowing that he just tore a whole Achilles.
Yep.
So,
damn, how'd he tore it again? It was practice?
Yeah, real quick. That was like the first ones. He was up out of there.
LRP, man, everything okay over there, man? You need some ice?
Yeah, man, I had to go get my George Costanza on real quick. You know what I mean? My shit would sound like Dory. But you have to go to the bathroom now.
But talk to me, fam. How you feel about the great Alexander of the Darius?
I'm with everybody else, man. Shit, I ain't entertaining this. You know what I mean? Every week. Next week we're gonna have to do the same thing. I ain't dealing with nuts old Giants fans. They nuts, man. Sitting on this man because he had a couple of struggling plays.
Right, and to talk about that real quick, just to add to the wisdom of the nutso Giants fans, can you believe we made the worst fan list again for like the third or fourth year in a row, bro?
I'm not surprised. Look how we act.
Bro.
Yeah, well,
look at how we act.
Yeah, it's the area, man.
For real.
You know what I mean?
Gotta be
Jersey,
bro.
New York Metro. Oh,
right.
Lord. You get slapped down.
Yeah. Timberland
in the
man.
newspaper, egg that shit on. I can see people on the bus right now slap. You know when you open the paper, and then you slap it with your back fingers like fucking Giants.
You know what I mean? Knock your coffee over.
You know what I'm saying?
Just
a whole city.
Facts. And let me tell you something real quick, man. I saw a video the other day. There was some young cats, man. These young folk, man, right up in the subway train, packed to the gills. Yo, they just over here lighting up some right in the air, bro. Just puffing away like, fam, in the subway car like that?
That ain't new, bro.
Yeah, it's nothing.
That's crazy.
That's not new.
I just moved a little different. I just moved a little different when I was younger.
Straight up and down. You walk in the joint, they smoking crack. You're like, yo, man, go on, move on with that, bro.
Yeah, for real.
Right, go take that shit to the next car, man. But shout out to Money Mike, man. He in the building. He said, in my opinion, Giants only need a CB1 and a good defensive tackle to become elite again. We might have a CB1 in the building already.
We might have those in the building, yeah.
See, that's just the thing, right? We just gotta wait and see what a lot of us. We like, yo, we need the guy. We paid the guy. You know what I mean? Like, so, but you know, it is what it is. We almost get there, man.
Yeah, Darius gonna be all right though.
Yeah, I ain't worried about Darius at all, man.
No, I'm not. He gonna grow. He have no choice, bro. No other choice. Yeah. So look, they're not playing with none of these rooms, bro. None of these rooms. I know you're talking about the running back earlier. They're not playing with none of these rooms, right? So they've been trying to upgrade that running back room forever. So when you see Najee, that lets you know, bro. They're gonna run this rock, bro, and they're gonna need 4 guys to do it, regardless of where you think Tracy fits in there. Doesn't matter. At this point in time, he's gonna get the reps all type of ways. You know what I mean? In formation. So I think it's the same thing with the DT room. They're looking at it. They want to upgrade. We want to upgrade, but we gotta, it has to be the right person, has to be the right guy. So I think they're eventually gonna get that done. Now it will be just crazy ill if they are able to take the surplus of the wide receiver and get it done with that, versus, pulling from the future. So, but we'll see. We'll see what they get done. But they once again we're fifth on the waivers. So also we like to claim people off of the practice squad, this, that, and the thing. You know what I mean? You know how we get.
Yeah, man. Hopefully, man, Darius Slane gets sent on his way for a nice little package, man.
Yo, that'll lighten the pockets too, real quick. I don't know how much you gotta pay on the door, but
man,
you know what I mean?
Please, in Jesus' name,
check, please.
Put that in the air.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, yeah.
Any closing statements as far as our young player here, man, with Darius Alexander?
Rumble, young man, rumble.
And rumble, I think he will do. So you know what we do when we outside? We slide. Hey, man, and look, special teams is out there, man. You know what I mean? Zavada and Sauls Day. The competition get a little crazy.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Is Sauls about to snack shit from Zavada? Maybe
I doubt it, man. I doubt it. That kid got the boomer on him. He got the boomer. You know what I mean?
But my question is, how much slack does he have for error, Freeze?
He got
how much slack for error?
But they both are getting put in a good position because of the team. You know, at least well, Benny. I think when Benny's turn was for Minnesota, he was put in pretty good position. He no crazy long ones, no win, no nothing. You know what I mean? Same thing with Zavada, but I think he just got the end. You know what I mean? Because he came from a hardball. You could tell he loved the kid already. He got the big leg. But the whole thing with it is pause. The whole thing with it is, how could we tuck Benny Sauls like a burrito? Wrap him up. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to let him go just in case of emergency. You know what I mean? But, you can't hold two kickers.
Squatting?
You can't hold two kickers. Yeah, you got to practice squatting.
Yeah, that ain't gonna happen. Yeah.
Right. Talk to me.
I love the competition though, man, because they going back and forth, man.
Hell yeah, they been money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They been money, man. You go Zavada because that's your future, right? But then you like, damn, not having a veteran presence at that position is tough to go with, though. You know what I'm saying? So I guess you just gotta harp on your coaching, man, and your ability to get these guys in the right space mentally to make sure they know, man, you was built for this shit. When it comes to a young guy coming out of college who played in Michigan, where it was some wind, where it was some damn snow and things like some inclement weather. You know what I mean? You want things like that. As far as the veteran, damn, man, you like a year too late. We could have used you every single year for like the past 5 years or so, bro. You know what I'm saying? These guys got one of the most heated competitions going on in camp.
Yeah.
This is
and that's crazy. They got Sanders out of there early, right?
Out of there. Early. And they made the right decision because
Chris Horton, one of the best in the business, man.
Yeah, man. They made one of the right decisions getting rid of him early, man. They got rid of him early. Got Sauls in here and the young kid. So I believe they're gonna go with the young kid, man. But it's sad because this is not the only type of decision we're gonna have to make like that this season. It's good, but it's heartbreaking at the same time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think we gotta get used to this, saying we're just gonna have to get used to this, man. This is a new culture, bro.
Yeah.
We just never used to that like this. We try to hold on to scraps, no disrespect. Turbo Miller, everything like that.
Yep.
But a lot of the kids that we did hold on to are still on the back end of the roster, like a Trace Ford. You know what I mean? The Cambry, he was, another hang around. Raheem Lane, Art Green.
Yep.
Even though they, them boys hungry though. They be getting to the ball.
Every name you named, they flashed last night as well, man. Yeah. Damn. Yep.
Yeah, man. But talk to me, fam. How you feeling about the competition heating up between Savada and Sauls, man?
Prada and Souls? That's what we're going to call them from now on. Prada and Souls, right? Man, I'm blessed to be a part of this. This is the first time we ever dealt with something like this. Let's talk about that. In my whole entire Giants life, I ain't never go through camp with a kicker battle this precise, this down to the wire, and trying to choose a favorite. I don't think we ever had to go through that. We either brought in veterans or guys who were long-term for us, but never had the boot on them. Now, effective? Absolutely. Weatherspoon, Barr, Feagles for a cup of coffee. You know what I'm saying? We had guys we had guys who could do what they needed to do, you know? But this is a battle of young brothers, man. I ain't never seen this before. And I'm proud of it. I have my favorite. I ain't gonna cast my vote yet, right? I have my favorite. And I'm enjoying this, man. It's the first time for me. It's the first time for Giants fans. And I just wish the loser of the competition a long, lengthy, and great career regardless. Because you deserve it. These kids is putting on for us, man.
Mm-hmm.
We ain't never seen nothing like this before between two young kickers. I'm proud to be a part of it. 40 below is probably going to be my choice, but we'll get into that another time, man. I love it. I love every minute of it.
Right. About damn time, man. It's crazy that it took a special teams head coach to fix the special teams over here in the building. Ain't that some shit? That's wild. The LRP, man, talk to me. How you feel about the kicker situation?
Both of them got marketable names. You know what I mean? May the best one win. My money will probably be on Zavada, but it's not a bad problem to have. We got a kicker competition, ladies and gentlemen, on the New York Football Giants. So, like I said, we'll see how the Jets game go, and we'll see. But I ain't mad at it. Better call Sauls or Zapata like Zapata.
Better call Saul.
I like that, man. Yeah, man. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Oh, we got a comment. Money Mike says, does Dart throw for 4,000 yards this year? I'll go first. I think he's going to throw around anywhere from 32 to 3,500 in the air.
I think he can get close. I can get there around 38.
Yeah.
They can get around 38 somewhere, but we're going to be running around, man.
Right.
We're going to be running around the town.
Yes. Yes.
But I think the majority of his yards, hopefully, they come with more chunks than Yak. Hopefully, he get more down the field than just a Yak situation. But either way, his completion percentage is about to go up. You know what I mean?
Let's say 42,000.
42?
42.
Damn.
4,200.
4,200. Yeah, 4,200. I'm sorry, not 42.
I'm about to say.
I know what you meant. I need
that 42,000.
That's whew. I'm a say around 35 is the floor. I'm gonna say 35 is the floor. But it's gonna be a lot of running, a lot of option plays going on, man. Right. You know what I mean? So yeah, I give 35 the floor just because you have somebody like a Likely, you have somebody like a Austin. These are guys that need the football in their hands. You have a Neighbors, you know what I'm saying? You have a Malachi Bills. You have you got weapons on this team, man. You got weapons on this team, and then you're gonna be running, and then guess what? They're gonna stack the box, and then guess what? Now it's time to hit them over the top. So 35 is my floor, man.
Right. E, how you feel?
Yo.
Yeah, man.
What's good? Clothings?
Money Mike asked, does Dart throw for 4,000 yards this year?
Okay, let's look at it like this. How many yards did he throw for last season? Do we remember?
It was like just shy of 3,000. I'll look it up.
Just shy of 3,000 without his number one wide receiver. Right?
Yeah, how many games did he play?
None of the targets that he has this season.
Like 12.
12, right? 12.
Okay.
Put it like this.
Right.
Real quick, just to sweeten the deal. In order to reach 42,000, I mean, 4,200.
Right?
Yeah, 4,200. That's why I want him to do well.
Come on, man.
I want him
Come
to
on,
do very
man.
well.
How to get it?
I want him to do well. 4,200 yards. He would need to average 250 a game. Was 247.1 yard per game in the 17-game season. So you raise that up to 250. You need to average 250 passing yards a game to reach that.
Well, we're gonna
And
need
he
to
do
get
that.
some of Lamar Jackson blood or some DNA.
So I'm looking at his stats: 2,200, and then just underneath 500 on the ground. And he played 14 games. I think he started for 12. But you know what, Money Mike, man, if you had said all-purpose yards, I would instantly say yes. But because, as the brothers alluded to, the run game is going to be so fundamental when it comes to this John Harbaugh team, I wouldn't be surprised if he makes like 600-700 on the ground. You know what I mean? With like maybe like 28 in the air to max. So
yeah, definitely
we'll
possible.
It's gonna be interesting.
You know they're gonna be spying him based off of what they put up last year. They're gonna be spying him.
Yeah.
I just think he's going to have a lot more success in the air because of the addition of a guy like Calvin Austin, the addition of an Isaiah Likely, the addition of an Odell Beckham, a Darnell Mooney, if he's still here. I just think that now he has targets that can get downfield, which is going to add to way more chunk yardage for him. And he also gets the yak yards, right? So a dump off to Calvin Austin for 5 yards and he takes it for 30 yards or whatever, there's another extra 30 yards to his situation. So I just think, will he get 4,000 all-purpose? Absolutely. Will he throw for 4,000? You know what? I'm gonna have a little bit. I'm gonna have some confidence in him. I'm gonna say yeah. Why not? I can only be wrong.
Okay.
I think he throws for 4,000, man.
Okay.
There you go, E.
Right, brother.
Throw another 200 on there.
That would be LRP, ladies and gentlemen. He is not rolling with that take. 4,000 is the number. That was the question asked.
He
But
said, put
the
another
brother might have an
40,000
extra
on
200 out there. Now, what's
I love
crazy, if he hit 4,200, we all going to sit back and be like, see? Right? But,
I'm gonna be like, nah, that boy was cooking.
mm-hmm.
That boy was cooking.
Remember, in LRP's mind, we still undefeated and will continue to be undefeated all the way into the Super
Goddamn
Bowl.
right.
You
know the motherfuckers.
That's a
got
fact,
us,
bro. We
they got
17-0
Dallas
until we
sweeping us
not.
this year, bro. You see them idiots over there at the 4-letter network?
Hell
Dummies.
Yeah.
Buffoons.
And I finally
can't
watched
wait
that
for them to
interview
eat their
in
words,
full,
bro.
LRP, by the way. You heard me? I finally watched that interview in full, man. Ryan Clark's farewell, I finally watched it uninterrupted. That is a must-watch for the brothers on here. If you have not seen it, please don't catch pieces of it. Watch that from beginning to end, honoring that brother, man. He had
They hated on him after that, bro.
my eyes got watery, bro. No lie.
I couldn't believe it that he even still got vitriol from punk ass people after that. You know what I'm saying? Phone balls that we got to deal with now. Where do these motherfuckers come from, bro? Where's Maya Angelou and when you need her? The fuck? Some Bama ass dudes
got nobody
out here,
to stand
bro.
up for this brother.
I'll wrap that gavel up, B.
Yeah, you go ahead. Don't get me goddamn started. Punk ass people.
That's out of here, man.
Please, though, fellas, if you can, catch that, man. Catch that interview on the pivot. It'll change your thought process about a lot of things.
Yeah, I saw it. Yeah,
I'm gonna have to check it out in full, man. I saw a couple clips here and there, but I got to check it in full.
Absolutely, Ghost. Please don't do yourself no disservices, bro. I'm telling you, that brother is giving us the jewelry.
All the gems.
Yes.
All the gems.
Yeah, last thing I want to say is
I think they all started flying up there too.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
But if your ass decide to talk to the police and you go and meet with them and tell them that I'm going to tell you guys some stuff if you give me some stuff, and then you commence to not tell them shit, stay your ass at home.
Thanks.
Speak, motherfucker, Keefy D. This dude told him, it's like, yeah, I want to tell y'all everything. It was like, well, who's in the car? I don't know who's in the car. The fuck?
Come on, Ella. Not the Keefy D.
Yeah, bro.
If you ever seen
that right next
Vlad
to the
interview with
motherfucker.
this young man, you knew he wasn't that bright.
Nah, I don't watch him, man.
Yeah, you
I'm
knew he
a
wasn't that
boycott
bright.
Vlad.
I say around this time.
You know what I mean?
Yes,
Oh,
sir,
shit.
man. But
Got the
we
new
here,
shit.
man.
Hit y'all with the new shit. So,
Shit, yeah, you can go ahead and take it to the crib
is
real
that
quick.
gonna be?
Yeah,
It's gonna be.
hit him off with it,
All
man.
in agreement. Say this has been the Shakedown 2.0. Hope y'all enjoyed the show. Giants got 4, but we want more. Make sure y'all hit that like and subscribe for the tribe. Furious 5, and we get live. Till next time. Peace.
Word.
Peace.